Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the persuasive essay. Here are some good questions that we should ask ourselves. If you ever wanted to convince someone of a certain point of view or suggestion, what would you do? Well, if I'm with, I would definitely mention the benefits. If I'm against, I would state the drawbacks. These should be supported by statistics, facts, research findings, coding experts, and real-life examples.
Now, let's see how we apply this. Let's say we want to convince someone that obesity is a grave problem that should be fought. What should we do? Well, we have to show our readers the grave disadvantages and problems resulting from obesity. A good idea would be to classify them into social, physical, and mental drawbacks. Let's check them. In the social, you could refer to having poor social skills, being the victims of bullying. In the physical, you can talk about suffering from plethora of maladies, ultimately facing death. In the mental or psychological, you can talk about suffering from depression, being prone to commit suicide.
Now, to see how a persuasive essay could be written, let's check the following model essay and answer the questions that would help us decipher the structure of a persuasive essay. Activity 2. Read the model essay and answer the following questions. 1. Closely inspect the title of the model essay to predict what the text will be about and its purpose. 2. Identify the hook, the lead-in sentence, and the thesis statement in the model essay's introduction. 3. Identify the topic sentence in body paragraphs 1, 2, and 3. 4. What is the function of the conclusion? 5. What reasons has the writer used in the body to convince his readers? Give evidence.
Now, if you check the title, it helps us predict that this is a persuasive essay, which aims at persuading readers to be engaged in sports activities. The author here begins with a quotation hook. Then, he proceeds with the lead-in sentence. Finally, we have the thesis statement. The two controlling ideas are physical benefits and social benefits.
Now, the body paragraphs should be about the physical benefits and social benefits of sports activities and should be in the same order in which they were mentioned in the thesis statement. So, since the physical benefits is controlling idea number 1, the first body paragraph should be about it. If you check the paragraph, you'd notice that the author begins with the topic sentence that has the controlling idea and 2 details. Detail 1 is increase one's endurance and physical fitness. Detail 2 is improve the blood circulation. This is followed by 2 sentences to support detail 1 and 2 sentences to support detail 2. Same applies to the second body paragraph, where the author also begins with a topic sentence that has a controlling idea and 2 details, followed by 2 supporting sentences for detail 1 and 2 supporting sentences for detail 2.
Now, let's check the conclusion to see what functions it serves. We may notice that it restates the thesis statement and gives a piece of advice.
Now, if you were told that this model is a persuasive essay, what is your definition of a persuasive essay? Its structure and the pieces of evidence used based on the model you've read. Well, a persuasive essay is one in which you try to convince someone to take your position on a particular issue or may be designed to convince the reader to take a certain action. Like other types of essays, a persuasive essay should have a catchy title, an introduction, a body part with at least 2 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Effective persuasive writing requires a writer to state clearly an opinion and to supply reasons, specific examples, research, and ideas in order to sway the reader one way or the other. In a persuasive essay, the writer should clearly state his claim and give reasons to support this claim. So, a persuasive essay would have 4 or more paragraphs. In the first part, you would have the introduction, which has 1 paragraph with a hook, lead-in sentence, and thesis statement. In the second part, you have the body, which has 2 body paragraphs or more, supporting your point of view or your stand. Finally, you would have the conclusion, which is made of 1 paragraph that could restate the thesis statement, give a piece of advice, state a final opinion, suggest solutions, or open a new horizon.
What makes our position more convincing? Your position should be supported by pieces of evidence, which could be any of the following: facts, statistics, quotes, examples, research findings.
Now, all of those have been mentioned in the model essay that we have discussed, especially in the body paragraph.
As an assignment, you are supposed to develop a persuasive essay using the ideas you have brainstormed to support the claim that obesity is a grave problem that should be tackled and fought. Thank you.
Thank you.